What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel for another tie-in video. This one is, again, going to be a very simple fly, and it's becoming one of the top flies that I fish for bass. It's a lot of fun to fish, and the bass hit it really aggressively. I had a couple where they hit it so hard it about pulled the line out of my hand. And you can tie it in so many different colors. This fly will be available in my shop. That's thetroutspot.com. I will do a video when I get everything tied that I want to add, show off all the flies that I'm adding, but this will be available. So I have my materials prepped. I got the hook and the vise, and I think we're good to go. So the hook that I'm using is just your standard wide gap worm hook. This isn't a 2/0. You can pick these up at Walmart, pretty cheap. Gonna use bucktail, crystal flash, and my thread is Vivus 140. And being we're tying in such a small spaces, we're only gonna tie right here on the neck, just this little spot. So you could probably go with even a thinner thread just to make it a little easier. But yeah, everything's good, so let's jump into it. Like I said, I'm gonna use bucktail. You can use synthetics. I tied one with some SF fiber, and I think it just looks better with the natural bucktail. Now, I don't know the diameter of the amount of hair that I have. People use a pencil. For me, I don't really hold pencils that much anymore. So just pick a clump that you feel is right. It doesn't have to be giant, but you don't want it too sparse either. So all we're gonna do is try to get this tied in right on top. Gonna look messy, but I'll try to get everything straightened out here. A lot of the shorts that I've missed are going to come out. Bucktail is just one of the materials that it's not the easiest for me to tie with. So you got to kind of fight it for a little bit. Now you can push it around. You don't want it to wrap around, you want it right on top. Try to get it even on there. Go ahead and wrap back. You don't want to wrap back too far. I think that was a little bit too much. You have a very small band right here where you want to keep it. If you go too far towards the point, your hair is going to start dropping down and you want it laying right across. So I think about right there is where I need it. And theoretically, it would make it weedless if you're fishing the right weeds, I guess. And if your bucktail is stiff enough. Alright, next clump, we're going to do chartreuse. Same thing, we're going to try to make it as long as the white. Get that tied in directly on top again. And you want to be careful where you get the bucktail. Try to get it, you know, from the very tip or about halfway down. You don't want the hair to flare. Chartreuse is flaring a little bit, so I got a little bit of more hollow hair in this one, but I think it'll be alright. So far so good. And you can see where we're going with this. It's just going to be a nice slim little bait fish. I fish it in ponds, so I don't add any weight. I feel the weight of the hook is enough. If you're fishing rivers or current, then you might want to add some weight, but I think the hook is enough for what I do. And I'm sure this fly would work good for stripers, for smallmouth, You could probably even fish it in salt water or pike. Anything that's going to eat a small bait fish. I got 3 strands of crystal flash I've folded over, and again I'm going to tie those right on top. Then you can come back and trim the flash down to the same length as the bucktail, or you can leave it. I'll probably trim it, but it wouldn't hurt to leave it. Alright, now for the last color, we're going with some black. I like this color scheme, but this fly also looks really good in Fire Tiger. I have some of each in my box, and that's kind of the fun thing about this fly is bucktail comes in so many different colors that you could really go wild with the color combinations. And that's why I said a thinner thread would probably work better. So when you get towards the end like this, you have a decent little head built up, but you don't want it too much to where you're covering your eye or any of that. And you want to be able to get it tied down really good. Get these butts trimmed out and then make sure it's all tied down really good. And you can always come back with a lighter and burn out whatever you can't trim. Make sure it's tied down nice and tight. Build up a nice little head. You could fish it like this, or you could add eyes. Both look really good, but I'm gonna go ahead and tie off, and that is the finished fly. I'm gonna spare y'all watching me try to put eyes on it. And I might not put eyes on this one at all anyway. Just to have an extra one in my box. There you go. Once you fish it, then the hair will lay right. Mine, I might have went a little far back on my wraps where it's wanting to push the white down. Let's see if I can grab that. Yeah, that looks better. Well, there you go, just a very simple little bait fish. Now, I like it with the bucktail. Like I said, you can try doing some natural material, just a little bit of subtle flash in it. And from when I have fished these in the pond in North Carolina, the bass really liked them, from at least the few that I caught. But yeah, this is something that the color combinations are almost endless. You can tie these in such a wide range of colors. If your hands work better than mine, you could probably do them a little longer. You could tie multiple on to make that school, and you can do just about anything with this fly. And it's a lot of fun. It's easy. Just that perfect little bass fly for a streamer anyway. Nothing complicated about it. But I hope y'all like the video. Like I said, this color scheme will be available in my shop. I gotta get some made. I'll have a video of all the flies that I'm gonna add, and I'll have a link to the website and everything. But for now, that's gonna be it. If y'all like the video, consider subscribing, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments for me and I'll get back to you. And until the next one, I'll see y'all later. Have a good one.